Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional.
Energy boost or something. Need some energy boost or somehow. Took my vitamin, my B12 this morning. It's not kicking in good.
I've got some 5-hour energy in the car.
Maybe to see if I can
buy a big box at Costco.
Smart man. Good morning, sir.
Good day, sir.
How was court?
It was good.
East Texas. Wow.
Delta.
Early.
Delta County, tiny little county, out by Cooper, Texas. Commerce.
Cooper, up. Yeah. Cooper.
Somebody else told me that.
Cooper.
Is that how they say it?
Yep.
You live there, sure.
You live there. It's
That's what
Cooper.
somebody told me.
Yep.
Kepler, okay.
Used to go hunting up there.
Oh, okay.
Great dove hunting up there.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the processional.
Good afternoon. Please be seated. Welcome to the University of Texas at Dallas. I am Juan Gonzalez, and as Graduate Dean, it is my honor to welcome all of you, the doctoral candidates, faculty mentors, families, and friends, to this special doctoral hooding ceremony. Doctoral candidates, you have achieved a major milestone. Today, you move from being our students to our colleagues. This is a tremendous accomplishment, and I congratulate you on it. You achieved this milestone not only because of your intellectual talent, but because in the face of all of life's obstacles, you stay determined and complete an important piece of original research. You show faith in yourselves and in the importance of your ideas. You exercise self-discipline, made personal sacrifices, and your degree is a true recognition of this perseverance. It has been a privilege to be part of your academic journey to date, and I wish you the very best in your future endeavors. It is now my pleasure to call our Provost, Dr. Inga Musselman, to the podium to add her words of welcome.
Welcome to the University of Texas at Dallas Fall Doctoral Hooding Ceremony. Good afternoon, graduates. This is a great day, isn't it? The entire UT Dallas community celebrates your accomplishments and applauds your effort, commitment, talent, and perseverance. You have reached an extraordinary milestone, earning the title Doctor, won by a small percentage of America's population. Let me add personally that, as your provost, I am delighted to welcome you to this auspicious event. All of you have demonstrated exceptional mastery of an academic field. Through scholarship, research, and creative endeavors, you have made original contributions to human knowledge in areas as diverse as arts and humanities, natural sciences and mathematics, economic, political, and policy sciences, management, arts, technology, and emerging communication, behavioral and brain sciences, and engineering and computer science. On behalf of the faculty that have guided you through courses, seminars, and research, I want to affirm that it was a joy to mentor your development as a scholar. We appreciate the sacrifices you have made and thank the friends, family, and mentors who have supported you along the way. Your studies took you from being one of our students to one of our colleagues. Today, you officially complete that journey from student to that of distinguished doctor. One of the characteristics of doctoral research is its uncertainty. Throughout your studies, you have learned how to plan and execute experiments, as well as how to critically analyze data and primary sources. As you move forward in your careers and in life, I challenge you to maintain a healthy curiosity about all subjects, not just the ones in which you have achieved mastery. Keep learning, break out, retain curiosity for those subjects you know little about. Congratulations. I would now like to introduce some members of the stage party. I will ask them to stand when I call their name, and I'll ask you, the audience, to please refrain from applause until I've introduced all of the members. Dr. Hobson Wildenthal, Executive Vice President. Dr. Dennis Kratz, Dean of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Ann Balsamo, Dean of Arts, Technology, and Emerging Communication. Dr. Margaret Owen, Interim Dean of Behavioral and Brain Sciences. Dr. Jennifer Holmes, Interim Dean of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences. Dr. Porus Balsara, Interim Dean of Engineering and Computer Science. Dr. George Fair, Dean of Interdisciplinary Studies. Dr. Hassan Prakul, Dean of Management. Dr. Bruce Novak, Dean of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Catherine Parsenal, Interim Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, School of Arts and Humanities. Dr. Robert Stillman, Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, School of Behavioral and Brain Sciences. Dr. Alex Picaro, Associate Dean of Graduate Programs, School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences. Dr. Ravi Prakash, Professor and Speaker of the Faculty, standing in for Dr. Reza Mohammani. Dr. George Fair, Dean of Interdisciplinary Studies. Dr. Varghese Jacob, Vice Dean, Naveen Jindal School of Management. Dr. Mahela Stefan, Interim Associate Dean of Graduate Studies, School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics. Dr. Richard Scotch, Vice President of the Faculty Senate. And Dr. Teresa Towner, Professor of Arts and Humanities, and our orator this afternoon. Let's give them a hand. I would now like to welcome Dean Gonzalez back to the podium.
Thank you, Provost Musselman. As some of you know, we had long planned for Dr. James Riley, Director of the United States Geological Survey, to be our featured speaker for this hooding ceremony. This past weekend, Dr. Riley informed us that he will be unable to travel to Washington, D.C., from Washington, D.C. to Dallas for unforeseen and unavailable reasons. Dr. Riley sends his sincere regrets and apologies for this last-minute change. and wishes you good luck in your future endeavors. I immediately thought that the ideal speaker for today will be President Benson, so I was thrilled when he contacted me and graciously volunteered. Please join me in welcoming the President of the University of Texas at Dallas, Dr. Richard Benson.
Thank you, Dean Gonzalez. Congratulations, doctoral students. You get me. You're going to get someone else, but you're going to get me. But it is such a delight for me, such a joy. This is one of my favorite days throughout the year. So I want to congratulate you and all of your faculty mentors who are also sitting there with you. I also want to say thank you to the parents, spouses, children, and friends who are here to help celebrate this singular moment. We are indebted to you as well for helping support and shape these gifted UT Dallas scholars. Graduates, from this day forward, you will be addressed as Doctor. You have earned this honorific through incredibly hard work that perhaps at times you thought could not be sustained, but you have the joy of crossing the finish line. You have juggled intellectual pursuits with family and workplace obligations, and I know from personal experience how intense your last few years have been. My own career took shape as I traversed the same path that you have been on. Early on, after a bit of a slow start, it happens, I adopted the habits of other successful graduate students working in my lab. I was particularly inspired by the discipline of these lab mates who were Vietnam War-era veterans. They were terribly old, in their late 20s. To make a long story short, I was impressed by these disciplined students, and I adopted their habits, arriving early to work, leaving late, and staying focused in the middle. Most any time, people who walked in the lab would find me there. This bore fruit in an unexpected way. While working on my doctorate at Cal Berkeley, these habits led to frequent encounters with the then department head, Chang Lin Tien, a renowned scholar who later became the UC Berkeley chancellor. I imagine some of you know that name. Dr. Tien came in every morning a little before 8, or a little after 8, I should say, hoping to find some of his graduate advisees. Although I sat in his bullpen space, I was not one of his advisees. Inevitably, I was the only one in before 8 o'clock. And one day, Professor Tien came up to me and said, words to the effect, "Who are you? I come in here every day looking for my students. I never find them, but I find you." So that sweet introduction began a near daily 15-second conversations with the department head, and eventually led to him extending an invitation to me to present the results of my doctoral research at the department's prestigious colloquium series, which was usually reserved for outside speakers. It also began a professional friendship that lasted until Dr. Tien's passing in 2002. The point of this story is that you can learn and grow by emulating the best attributes that you can find in all the people who come into your life. It only stood to reason that I would benefit from the example of an unsurpassed scholar like Chang Lin Tien. Easy to overlook is the fact that the friendship with Professor Tien would have never happened if I had not earlier made the conscious decision to adopt the superior work habits of my Vietnam veteran lab mates. I also came to learn that much can be learned from the people who see you as a mentor. As I think back on my time as a professor, department head, and dean, the greatest reward came from my experiences with my doctoral advisees. The essence of this joy is that my advisees did not remain advisees for long. Better would be to paraphrase a description frequently used by former Dean Marion Underwood. They were emerging colleagues. It is true that at the beginning of my partnership with an emerging colleague, I was the senior and more knowledgeable partner. Questions asked of me could be readily answered. As my graduate students advanced in their research, their questions became harder to answer, and although I might know of places to look where the answers could be found, towards the end of one's doctoral studies came the most glorious part of the partnership, where all the questions were hard ones and where my students and I truly operated as equals. There was no distinction between advisor and advisee, each taught the other. When you enrolled as a PhD student, you made a decision to immerse yourself in a field of study that will continue to shape you when you leave here. You dove in and you asked questions. By virtue of your talent and intellect, you have much in common with each other, whether the questions you asked were focused on the latest in neuroscience or the aesthetics of art history. And I see examples right in front of me. You have much in common with the faculty, staff, and students who will come after you. Please stay connected with UT Dallas. I say this with a little bit of envy. I am an educator closer to the end of my career than the beginning, speaking to an assembly for which the reverse is true. You are poised for a life of professional and personal achievement. But that also means that we expect much of you. As you advance in your careers, continue to ask questions. Use your wisdom and insight to address the issues in your field and your community. What you have learned here is important, but not as important as what you will do with it. Fresh out of my doctoral studies, I had not yet encountered the writings of Doris Kearns Goodwin, listened to Jennifer Hudson sing, watched Lin-Manuel Miranda perform, heard Ronald Reagan say, "Tear down this wall," or gazed into one of Steve Jobs' mind-blowing devices. And I wish many such fulfilling discoveries for each of you. Contribute to the greater good. Use your logic and creativity to explore the world in ways that most of us in the room can't yet imagine. Don't limit yourself. Allow yourself to be challenged and surprised. Dr. Tien, who I referenced earlier, was known for his expertise in thermal science and engineering, but he was also a humanitarian, a fighter for justice and equal opportunity. He created the Berkeley Pledge, a model program for improving the academic performance of public school students in the districts around the university. Confront daunting tasks. Use your determination and confidence to frame your life's work in a time of rapid change. Knowledge advances at a furious pace. Be bold and strategic in seeking it out and putting it to use. I embraced the exciting new world of technology as a graduate student. With an IBM fellowship in the 1970s, I wrote a well-received doctoral dissertation on an exotic data storage device of the future, the floppy disk. And while this device is now dated, the intellectual pursuit involved is not. My fervent wish for you is that you too will have a floppy disk past, that the rising arc of your career will take you far, far beyond the work that you conducted in UT Dallas in the long ago year of 2018. And speaking of a time long, long ago in a place far, far away, no graduation address is complete without an inspiring quote from a great master. To that end, I say, try not, do or do not, there is no try. You all know who said that, right? Yoda. Finally, be nimble in your life and your professional pursuits. Another quote that I would share with you comes from a real person, a living, breathing artist. Trumpeter Wynton Marsalis has said, "It's harder to build than to destroy. To build is to engage and change. In jazz, we call progressing harmonies changes. Changes are like obstacles on a speed course. They demand your attention and require you to be present. They are coming, they are here, and then they are gone. It's how life comes. Each moment is a procession from the future into the past, and the sweet spot is always the present. Live in that sweet spot. Be present." So to conclude, we at UT Dallas know that you will live up to our expectations. Your faculty colleagues have prepared you well. I know from our own experience that our faculty and staff not only have confidence in you, but have themselves been enriched by your presidents. So thank you for choosing UT Dallas for your graduate studies. Thank you for helping our faculty become better scholars themselves. And thank you in advance for representing to the world the best of UT Dallas. Whoosh.
Thank you, President Benson. Dr. Towner, our orator for today's ceremonies, will ask the graduate council representative for each school to come forward and introduce their doctoral candidates and hooding professors, after a few words about the history of regalia.
Before we begin the hooding ceremony itself, I'd like to tell you something about the regalia that you're going to wear for the rest of your academic career. Doctoral robes have 3 velvet stripes on each sleeve and often feature the colors of the universities in which they were earned. The hood you will receive today has its origins in medieval Europe, where it was adopted for use by monks, clergy, and university students, all of whom used it not only to cover up their head and shoulders, but also to hold alms and money, of which all of those groups were in serious need. By the 15th century, it had come to be seen as a symbol of graduation and taken on distinctive colors and materials. The modern doctoral hood is about 4 feet long, with 5-inch velvet edging, which at this university is dark blue to signify the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, or gold and yellow for the Doctor of Science. The hood you will shortly be wearing is lined with university colors of orange, green, and white, chosen by the university's first president and his assistant in 1971. The conferral of this hood will distinguish you among other scholars as University of Texas at Dallas graduate. I now invite Dr. Kratz, Dean of Arts and Humanities, to come forward and assist the Provost, and Dr. Parsoneau, Interim Associate Dean, to call each candidate.
Will Shamim Hunt, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities, History of Ideas, please come forward, and Dr. Hunt will be hooded by Dr. Channel. Will Huiping Ye, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities, please come forward. Dr. Ye will be hooded by Dr. Warren. Will Jill Alexandra Johnson, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy and Humanities Studies in Literature, please come forward? Dr. Johnson will be hooded by Dr. Oshvat.
I now invite Dr. Owen, Interim Dean of Behavior and Brain Sciences, to come forward and assist the Provost, and Dr. Stillman, Associate Dean, to call each candidate.
Will Hannah Myrick, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Cognition and Neuroscience, please come forward? Dr. Myrick will be hooded by Dr. Chapman. Will Sharab Nandi, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Cognition and Neuroscience, please come forward? Dr. Nandi will be hooded by Dr. Golden. Will Cecilia Liu Pak, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Sciences and Disorders, please come forward? Dr. Pak will be hooded by Dr. Katz. Will Melissa Christine Rajaram, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Communication Sciences and Disorders, please come forward? Dr. Rajaram will be hooded by Dr. Dollahan. Will Brittany Page Boyer, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Psychological Sciences, please come forward? Dr. Boyer will be hooded by Dr. Nelson. Will Margaret Ann O'Connell, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Psychological Sciences, please come forward? Dr. O'Connell will be hooded by Dr. Basak.
I now invite Dr. Holmes, Interim Dean of the School of Economic, Political, and Policy Sciences, to come forward and assist the Provost, and Dr. Picaro, Associate Dean, to College Candidate.
Will Angela Joy Williams, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Criminology, please come forward? Dr. Williams will be hooded by Dr. Boots. Will Thomas Francis Lanier, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Economics, please come forward? Dr. Lanier will be hooded by Dr. Brandt. Will Xiao Junpu, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Information Sciences, please come forward? Dr. Pu will be hooded by Dr. Tiefelsdorf. Will Patricia M. Chen, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Political Economy, please come forward? Dr. Chen will be hooded by Dr. Scotch. Will Christopher Franklin, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geospatial Information Sciences, please come forward? Dr. Franklin will be hooded by Dr. Berry. Will Samantha Marie Dean, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Political Economy, please come forward? Dr. Dean will be hooded by Dr. Berry. Will Dennis Quadwo Okyari, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Public Policy and Political Economy, please come forward? Dr. Okyari will be hooded by Dr. Berry.
I now invite Dr. Balsara, Interim Dean of the Eric Johnson School of Engineering and Computer Science, to come forward and assist the Provost, and Dr. Prakash to College Candidate.
Will Felix Deku, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Deku will be hooded by Dr. Kogan. Will Joshua S. Greer, Certified Candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Greer will be hooded by Dr. Mudhuratankam. Will Caitlin Millie Grass, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Grass will be hooded by Dr. Hayes and her husband, Dr. Grass. Will Vishnu Kumar Shivaji, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Shivaji will be hooded by Drs. Grass and Hayes. Will Muhammad Mahdi Bidmeshki, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Bidmeshki will be hooded by Dr. Macris. Will Kiruba Shankaran Subramani, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Subramani will be hooded by Dr. Macris. Will Li Wei Zhu, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Zhu will be hooded by Dr. Macris. Will Neha Dawar, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Dawar will be hooded by Dr. Keter Nawaz. Will Mehrdad Haidarzadeh, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Haidarzadeh will be hooded by Dr. Nurani. Will Bumkil Lee, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Lee will be hooded by Dr. Balsara. Will Mahsa Lotfi, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Lotfi will be headed by Dr. Vidyasagar. Will Yuan Chi, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Chi will be headed by Dr. Aiken. Will Ilahi Razai, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Razai will be hooded by Dr. Fonseca. Will Fei Tao, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Tao will be hooded by Dr. Busa. Will Hong Li Wang, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Wang will be hooded by Dr. Hu. Will Gautam Gaddemani, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Material Sciences and Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Gaddemani will be hooded by Dr. Fischetti. Will Milana Sherry Thomas, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Material Sciences and Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Thomas will be hooded by Dr. Fischetti. Will Yifan Ni, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Material Sciences and Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Ni will be hooded by Dr. Cho. Will Yongping Zheng, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Material Science and Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Zheng will be hooded by Dr. Cho. Will Christopher Smith, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Material Science and Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Smith will be hooded by Dr. Wallace. Will Syed Sohail Daryadil, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Daryadil will be hooded by Dr. Minari. Will Jiacheng Huang, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Huang will be hooded by Dr. Minari. Will Edgardo Javier Garcia Cartagena, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Garcia Cartagena will be hooded by Dr. Leonardi. Will Christian Santoni Ortiz, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Santoni Ortiz will be hooded by Dr. Leonardi. Will Xiumin Wang, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Mechanical Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Wang will be hooded by Dr. Lu. Will Jian Kong, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Telecommunications Engineering, please come forward? Dr. Kong will be hooded by Dr. Zhu.
I now invite Dr. Prakul, Dean of the Naveen Jindal School of Management, to come forward and assist the Provost, and Dr. Jacob, Vice Dean, to call each candidate.
Will Danish Hasnain Saifi, certified candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Science, please come forward. Dr. Saifi will be hooded by Doctors Mukherjee and Lahiri. Will Jayarajan Samuel, certified candidate for the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Management Science, please come forward. Dr. Samuel will be hooded by Dr. Mukherjee.
I now invite Dr. Novak, Dean of the School of Natural Sciences and Mathematics, to come forward and assist the Provost. Will Vasanthi Karmagam, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry, please come forward. Dr. Karmagam will be hooded, sorry. There will be no beheading today, no beheading, sorry, false advertising. She will be hooded most gloriously and ceremoniously by Dr. Stefan. Apparently they'll let anybody do this job. I now invite Dr. Stefan, Interim Associate Dean, to call the remaining candidates.
Will Nimi Rajan Mamotil, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry, please come forward? Dr. Mamotil will be hooded by Dr. Novak. Will Anne Moulding, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Geosciences, please come forward? Dr. Moulding will be hooded by Dr. Brikovsky. Will Sarada Prita Kalainayakan, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular and Cell Biology, please come forward? Dr. Kalainayakan will be hooded by Dr. Zhang. Will IT Mehta, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular and Cell Biology, please come forward? Dr. Mehta will be hooded by Dr. Reitzer. Will Amelie Skop, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular and Cell Biology, please come forward? Dr. Skop will be hooded by Dr. Rinkler. Will Haoji Wang, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Molecular and Cell Biology, please come forward? Dr. Wang will be hooded by Dr. Xuan. Will Brandon Emerson Lee, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Physics, please come forward? Dr. Lee will be hooded by Dr. King. Will Xin Huang, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Statistics, please come forward? Dr. Huang will be hooded by Dr. Gell. Willak Nilusha Kotin Kadue Ranko Gedara, certified candidate for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Statistics, please come forward. Dr. Kotin Kadue will be hooded by Dr. Chowdhury.
It's been a long road, and you, as smart as you are, didn't get here by yourself. So would you please join me in standing and applauding the friends and family that helped get you here? Now, on behalf of the faculty at the University of Texas at Dallas, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome all of you into the community of scholars.
I invite Dr. Hobson Wellington to give some remarks.
As Dr. Towner said, they'll let anybody get up here and talk. This occasion, twice and thrice a year, means a great deal to all of us on the faculty and in the administration. We can even remember when we were in you graduates' shoes. You really graduated from a distinguished university with a distinguished faculty, and I particularly want to congratulate you and congratulate your mentors, my colleagues, for their great work with you students. So we'll see you again tomorrow and Wednesday maybe. Sometimes you don't show up, but if you do, we'll congratulate you all over again. So have a great day for the rest of the day, and welcome to the distinguished alumni group of the University of Texas at Dallas. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Reynoldo. As we conclude this joyous occasion, I repeat my heartfelt congratulations to our newest doctoral recipients on this highly significant event. One of the greatest rewards as a graduate dean is awarding new doctorates with their colorful hoods. You earned the privilege to wear the hood and academic regalia at all future academic occasions, and in doing so, will represent UT Dallas with this distinction. As graduates of UT Dallas, I encourage you to stay connected with your mentors, academic units, departments, programs, and schools. Continue sharing your talents and accomplishments and working with us to mentor the next generation of students. It has been our privilege to work with you, and you have become part of us and the UT Dallas community. By staying in touch with us and allowing us to continue to be part of your lives, we can continue to rejoice with you and your future successes. Speaking of rejoicing and your future successes, it's wonderful that your family and friends are here for this doctoral hooding ceremony. Your accomplishment today is truly a joint effort and could not have succeeded without their encouragement and sacrifices in supporting your success. As we're expressing appreciation, I must finish by expressing mine to all of those assisting with bringing this ceremony together. I thank the stage party, staff members from my office, and most especially Special Events Coordinator Lila Forten, and our wonderful graduate readers, Amanda Avelasik and Josephine Green, who read and assisted with the formatting of every one of your dissertations, sometimes multiple times, by the way. I want to particularly honor our graduate reader, Amanda Avelasik. Amanda's retiring after years of service and supporting our students. Amanda, we will greatly miss you. Now let us recess to the Visitor Center atrium, out the doors and to the right for a reception hosted by the university. I ask that the audience remain seated as first the stage party and then the newly minted doctoral candidates and their supervisors process out. The audience can then join them to continue the celebration. Again, my wholehearted congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you.